You are listening to People Like Me by José Ignacio Valenzuela, narrated by Christopher Ragland. Chapter 1. From Time to Time, Life. How did we end up here? How? I always wanted to believe that there was some good in everything. That every action we took, everything that happened to us, every step we took along the way, I wanted to believe that it all had a purpose. Perhaps it helped us see something previously hidden from us, or helped us learn something new. And boy, did I learn something that afternoon. Sitting in my own living room, in front of a social worker with a steely look on her face. I learned that despair, true despair, which comes like a tsunami into our lives, is an icy avalanche that doesn't kill you, but still causes you tremendous agony. I also learned that the desperation we see in movies and soap operas isn't real. It's a lie full of shouts, slaps, insults, and theatrical grimaces. Of course, that's not what despair is. True despair paralyzes you, and then plunges you into icy waters. And I experienced it firsthand that day. I will never forget it. How my veins turned to ice. How I sank helplessly in those frozen waters, and how my sixth sense deserted me. I tried to do something, anything, but I couldn't. I could only wonder how we had ended up here. From my place on the couch, I watched Joan go through the papers that she was calmly pulling out of a folder. It was an old one and must have been used 1,000 times. Surely hundreds of cases had been transported in it. In my mind's eye, I could see our file archived, the papers in the trash, and a new case file being placed inside. And it didn't take much effort to imagine this social worker repeatedly pulling that same folder out of her black leather bag in front of other couples who, like us, were also waiting with bated breath for her final verdict. How many hallways must that well-used bag have seen? How many expectant faces must it have witnessed over the years? What secrets must it hide in its pockets and compartments? How many tears must it have witnessed? Joan closed the folder and let out a deep sigh. "I'm sorry," she announced. "I don't think this is going to be possible." "Not possible?" Jimmy finally piped up. "Be honest, Joan. Will it not be possible, or will it not be approved?" "As I explained to you during our first meeting, things have changed a lot. There are countries that for years approved, even supported adoption by same-sex couples. However, it's not like that now," my husband interrupted her. "Yes, we know. That is why we decided to hire you and apply using your services. You promised us good results. What more do they want? We have a house, jobs, money in the bank. We're decent people. Mauricio and I have formed a stable family environment. We've supplied letters of reference to back us up. What exactly is the problem?" "Well, your chances are almost nil," Joan continued, as she put the folder back inside her bag. Without a shadow of a doubt, she's going to be throwing our file in the trash as soon as she gets back to her office, and immediately replace it with a new case that would keep her busy for the next 6 months. "In addition, I already explained to you that, on the off chance that the adoption was approved, you would be entrusted with a child over the age of 7, and you have stated in all your interviews that you don't want someone of that age." "That doesn't make any sense," my husband exclaimed as he stood up. "Sit down, Jimmy," I thought. "Go back to your seat and calm down. The last thing we need at this point is a confrontation with the social worker who is in charge of our adoption application. Let's try to settle things in a civilized manner without shouting and skirmishes. Even though my body has..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?